Any additions or deletions to the agenda? Seeing none. Shane, you want to move the agenda?
You betcha.
Okay, thank you. All in favor? Carried. Minutes from the November 23rd. Any errors or omissions? Seeing none, Josh is moving that. All in favor? Carried. No reports today, I guess, so we'll move into 6.1, the Alberta Invasive Species Council sponsorship. Lisa?
Okay. So the Alberta Invasive Species Council has requested their annual sponsorship type thing here. So in the past, we've given them, it seems really loud. In the past, we've given them $1,000 for the bronze level sponsorship. So wondering what your thoughts are on that, if you want to do that again or not.
No, Connie's not on. Go ahead, Shane.
Yeah, I'd make that.
Use your mic, please.
Sorry. Yeah, I'd make that recommendation.
Okay.
Do that $1,000 bronze sponsorship again.
Okay.
Okay, good with that, Josh?
Hello, Josh.
Yeah, mute yourself.
There.
Oh, now the audio is connecting. What'll say he's good with it? Huh? Can you hear us, Josh, or can you talk now?
I'm back.
Yeah, okay, now we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay.
So, good, you're good with that?
He didn't hear it,
I
maybe.
didn't hear it, sorry.
Oh, it's the Alberta Invasive Species Council $1,000 sponsorship.
Shane
Oh,
moved
yeah.
to donate 1,000 to them again? Okay.
Okay, so if everyone's good with that, Shane moved, all in favor? Carried.
Yep.
Okay, 6.2, tree care workshop.
So we kind of discussed this a bit in Grand Prairie, and it'll be, if you guys are still in for that, it seemed like that was good there, that Cypress County Ag Service Board and the County of 40 Miles Ag Service Board would partner and put on a tree care workshop. We looked into having it at 7 Persons Hall because there's trees around on the grounds there that we can do some hands-on pruning and that sort of stuff there. So the hall rental would be $200 and the workshop will be $750. So it will be split between the two counties.
If you burn their trees, the whole rental might be free.
Yeah. So if you guys are still good with us doing that, since we didn't get any webinars put together, then this tree workshop kind of came up with several other municipalities in the south region, since Toso Bozak was going to be here anyway, kind of thing. So we thought we'd kind of jump on the bandwagon if it's still good.
Go ahead, Josh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, sounds
You're,
good.
you're moving that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea too.
Okay,
Maybe I can learn a thing or two as well.
there we go.
Send my wife.
So,
Send your wife, yeah, exactly. Maybe that's a better idea.
so it's going to be on March 16th, kind of in the evening, 4:30 to 8:30ish kind of thing, because he'll be in Warner that morning, so it'll give him time to get here. So
Okay, well, we better get on advertising that like pronto, like.
it's ready. The ad is ready, and it's going to be in the Courier next week. So it'll be on social media and stuff too. And then Toso has also sent some fact sheets that he's put together over the years. So we'll put that out, with the ad and stuff too. So hopefully it can, draw people's attention and that sort of thing. So
Okay, perfect.
perfect. Thank you.
Okay, all in favor of that then? Okay, carried.
Yep.
That was March 16th, right?
March 16th. Yeah.
Okay, 6.3 Alberta Farm Animal Care membership request.
So they had sent an invoice already, and which is kind of presumptuous maybe, but we have supported them in the past with $500. So yeah, just wondering if you're on board with that again for this year.
Go ahead, Shane.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, Shane's good with it, he's gonna move it.
Yes.
Any comments, Josh?
Nope.
No? Okay, all in favor then?
Yep.
Okay, carried. Okay, 6.4, the ASB report to council, Lisa?
Okay, so this is the review for 2022. This is something that we have to do as it states in the Agricultural Service Board Act. So I'll go through this quick, and then if there's anything else that you want added or deleted, you can just let me know. Overview. So throughout the province, agricultural service boards are responsible for administering and enforcing the Agricultural Service Board Act, the Agricultural Pests Act, the Soil Conservation Act, and the Weed Control Act. Cypress County's ASB also strives to provide the ratepayers of this county with proactive agricultural and environmental services and programs not generally available anywhere else. As part of the ASB grant application process, the ASB must develop a 5-year strategic business plan outlining their objectives and goals for upcoming years. The strategic business plan provides staff with a document to establish priorities and to assist in the evaluation of programs and services. So grants that we received last year are listed here. We get $123,000 for legislative activities, so anything to do with the acts, weed control, pests, or rental equipment, that sort of thing. The resource management activities is the environmental side of things, so our newsletter and webinars and the ag recycling and that sort of thing. $13,000 we get for the rat inspections and the rabies contractor. We got $8,000 from Alberta Environment and Parks for the leafy spurge biocontrol program. $6,300 was for 2 summer staff that we had last year. And then we got $65 from the Clean Farms for the twine recycling program. So the goal to enforce the Weed Control Act. So there were 8 seasonal weed inspectors and 2 full-time staff appointed as inspectors. We inspected 1 permanent seed cleaning plant and 3 mobile seed cleaning plants. We inspected and destroyed prohibited noxious weeds on 157 known sites and 7 new sites. So the sites are considered to be quarter sections with weeds is what we've kind of used to gauge that by, so approximately 19 acres. We inspected and controlled noxious weeds at 198 known sites and 50 new sites, approximately 157 acres. Many hours were spent hand pulling and digging certain weeds such as baby's breath, and sometimes nodding thistle heads can be cut off and that sort of thing. Weed inspectors map most locations of regulated weeds. Mapping enables staff to evaluate success and control efforts more effectively. Biocontrol releases on 15 sites of leafy spurge, 1 site of spotted knapweed, and 5 sites of scentless chamomile. Approximately 869 kilometers of county ditch was inspected, and 130 hectares required weed control, and about 96 hectares of provincial highways were sprayed. And with that, then they were invoiced for about $31,000. So the next page just shows the spray data from the trucks, basically. So the purple is the Canada Thistle program, so 1/3 of the county is sprayed every year for Canada Thistle. And then the green is field bindweed, so there's getting to be an awful lot of that in the ditches too. So And then this is a picture of one of the tailgate wraps that we had. So this kind of promotes the Weed Control Act, and hopefully people will call us about any regulated weeds on their land. And German status. So this is a potentially new invasive plant that's growing in the city of Medicine Hat and Cypress County. So on October 25th, we received an email from Alberta Agriculture inquiring if we noticed this plant, German status, growing in the county. It's a deep-rooted perennial that is similar to the appearance of baby's breath. Alberta Ag had reported, or had 3 reports of this plant in 2022. 2 sites with several plants were found in coulees within the city of Medicine Hat, and another one was in the county nearby. The ag supervisor had an inquiry in 2020 about this plant growing in somebody's field. It was growing in that first picture there. It was going in a straight line, so it looked like it was traveling with the prevailing winds, possibly coming out of a nearby acreage. And there was also another patch found in 2021 by the weed inspectors. So we didn't think too much of it at that time, but now that there's been reports about in the city and just outside, then in 2023, we're going to monitor this and work with the landowners to control what we know of. So,
Is it easy to kill, or?
well, there's no herbicides with it on the label, so probably shouldn't be using that, but it is suggested that it's cut about 10 to 20 centimeters below ground. So kind of similar to baby's breath, so we'll try that and see. Yeah, and that one, those photos are from Alberta Ag that they sent, so it's very close to the city there, as we can see in the background. But so they're all on the east side of town, starting in, behind Ross Glen kind of thing, and then the furthest one that we've found is on the east side of the 41 going north. So, okay. So the goal to enforce the Agricultural Pest Act. So there was 9 seasonal staff and 1 full-time staff appointed as pest inspectors. 2 canola fields were inspected for club root and then sent off for black leg and sclerotinia testing. 10 fields were inspected for fusarium, 109 sites for grasshoppers, 228 sites in range 1 of the rat control zone are inspected twice a year for Norway rats. We participated in the provincial Dutch elm disease survey with 7 traps throughout the county. The diamondback moth survey, there's 4 traps with that, and also the Bertha armyworm survey, there's 4 traps. 5 skunk samples were sent away for rabies testing, and 3 ratepayers used our magpie traps. And then the second tailgate wrap that we had, promoting reporting wild boar and rats. And then to enforce the Conservation Act, we have 1 soil conservation officer. There were no serious erosion issues identified. We've got the 2 14-foot haybuster seed drills that were rented to 38 producers to seed 2,308 acres. Last year it was 40 producers who seeded 2,116 acres. And then 11 producers rented the land rollers and rolled 957 acres. So the 15-foot had 5 producers that rolled 377, and the new 20-foot had 6 producers who rolled 580. Okay. Enforcing the Animal Health Act. So there was 1 case of avian influenza that was identified in Cypress County by the CFIA. They just contacted us, but there was no action required on our part. And then there were no other reportable animal health issues identified. To enforce the Agricultural Service Board Act, so the Ag Service Board must present a summary of its activities for the preceding year to council, so that's this report. And this legislation can be utilized in extreme cases when land is so infested with weeds or pests that it needs to be taken under supervision or restoration by the municipality, or the municipality may issue an order of reclamation. And there was no such land requiring that drastic measure. So to provide ratepayers with cost-effective specialty equipment and services that are not commercially or readily available, we've got the pipeline plow. It seems really loud all of a sudden, hey? The pipeline plow was rented by 3 producers at $50 a day. 2 4-H clubs utilize the cattle scale. There's no charge for 4-H club to use it. The RFID tag reader was rented to 1 producer, and she read 180 head of cattle with it. The tree planter was rented by 1 resident, as well as the foam or the mulch applicator. The foam applicator for gopher control was not used. Skunk traps were used by 2 residents. Magpie traps were used by 3 ratepayers. We didn't roll any grain bags this year with our staff. We had 50 bags of twine that was collected and sent for recycling. 38 producers rented the 14-foot seed drills, and 11 producers rented the land rollers. Okay. So, develop and deliver programs to increase awareness, understanding, and implementation of sound environmental agricultural practices that improve local watersheds. Staff participate in projects, meetings, workshops with the Milk River Watershed Council and Seawall when they can. We advertise events being put on for the public, and we assisted the Milk River Watershed Council with their producers leading the way survey. Provide ratepayers with relevant and modern information. So we hosted the grazing management webinar in February, and the septic sense webinar workshop in February, the tree care webinar in March, and the green acreages workshop in April. Those were all fairly well attended, so it was positive. We awarded 2 local students with bursaries to pursue studies in agriculture. We sponsored the Farm Safety Center, who virtually trained 242 students in the county. And we supported the 4-H district and the beef pen show. Oops, sorry. So the goal to support environmental farm planning and Canadian Agriculture Partnership Program. We assisted 1 producer in the process of completing and approving his environmental farm plan. 2 others had registered but did not finish their books. We advertise the EFPs and the CAP program in the ASB newsletter and through social media at times, and generally act as a point of contact for anyone looking for information. And ag plastic recycling. So Hilda Transfer Site is the official Clean Farms grain bag and twine recycling site in the county. Staff did not roll any grain bags there in 2022. Twine bags are available at the transfer sites and at the county office for producers interested in recycling twine. Full bags can be dropped off at all transfer sites, and then we'll pick them up and move them around type thing. 50 bags of twine were collected and sent for recycling. And Clean Farms is moving the chemical jug collection sites from municipal to retail collection sites over the next couple years. The site at Irvin was closed December 31st, 2022. The site on Range Road 63 is scheduled to close December 31st, 2024. And the Schuler site will remain open because it's out of town, and people are less likely to haul their jugs to town for recycling. So, and collection bags for chemical jugs are available at the county office and the Schuler transfer site and most ag retailers. So, sorry, kind of went through that quick, but is there anything that you want put in there or anything like that? I think we...
Use your mic.
I said, no, that was good. Interesting. Just that we never rolled any grain bags. God dang grain bag guys.
I think what I heard, there's a couple to do here come spring, but there wasn't a crop last year.
I know.
So I'm thinking that may have a lot to do with it.
Oh, it's better crop than the year before.
Well, true, but still. Josh, you got anything to add to that?
No. I remember in the past, I think we had, like, the Ag Service Board, how many members attended the South Zone meeting and the provincial meeting? I don't know if you want to add that in or not.
So we could, that's usually found in the business plan.
Oh, okay.
There's a bit more detail in that one, and that's gonna be at the February meeting. We'll go through last year's results, basically this again, and then kind of just a few changes that we'll make for 2023. So we'll see this
Okay.
kind
No,
of
that's
again.
good.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, anything else to add? Jeffrey, do you have anything? Nope. Okay, so Josh is gonna move that. All in favor?
Yep.
Okay, that's carried.
And then this is going to be presented at the March 7th council meeting as well. I asked Leslie Ann to add it to the agenda the other day, so.
Okay, perfect. So for our next agenda item, we need to go in camera. So Josh, and I'll have to ask you to leave for this one as well. So thanks for joining, and have a good rest of your day. Use your mic.
Okay, I'll nominate the Beck family for the 2023 BMO Farm Family of the Year Award.
Okay, all in favor? Carried. So, is there anything else to come before the meeting?
Nope, the next meeting is going to be February 28th. I have that kind of set in stone because Alice is going to join us via Zoom kind of thing. So if we can leave that, that would be great.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think that was kind of it. Short and sweet.
Well, thank you to Jeffrey for your years of contribution to the Ag Service Board, since you won't be at the next one, I'm guessing. So,
Yeah,
very good. So, okay, we'll adjourn the meeting at 11:04. Thank you.
perfect. Thank you.